I want to have all the fun that there is with glitter, but I don't want to do all the work there is. Gosh, that sounds kind of like my life in general. I don't know. Okay. Everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I am Petra, and today I am going to be doing another blast from the past videos. And for today's video, I'm going to be using this palette right here. This is the Too Faced Peanut Butter palette. Do you guys remember this palette? Oh my gosh, that's what it looks like. And it's pretty, it's really good. Actually, I feel like these little 9-pan palettes are some of the better formulas that Too Faced had. And so that's it. So without me blabbing any further, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so I haven't had you guys get ready with me in a while, so I am going to just do my face as we go here. I probably will just go ahead and do my brows like off camera because that always takes forever, and I should do a brow routine, but I don't ever think my brows are that great, so I never do a brow routine. And you guys can find plenty of videos on YouTube. There's a plethora of them to do your own brows. So mine are nothing to write home about, so whatever, I'm just gonna skip that. Okay, so first I'm going to go in with the NARS. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and this one is in the shade Sahel. And I love this shade. I feel like it's the most, I don't know, I feel like this one is the one that matches my skin tone the most. I don't know, sometimes in the summer I think it does get a little bit too light, but right now it does match pretty well. My skin tone is really hard to match. I feel like I have this weird, like, you know, like very yellow golden skin tone, but I feel like things are always either too cool, especially in the drugstore. So anyways, I don't know. Let me know if you guys have issues with that too. I just feel like yellow is always, or yellow based foundations are hard to find. So if you guys have any other recommendations, and maybe even some that are cheaper, let me know in the comments below. All right, so with this, I like to just go in with a brush because it's a really lightweight, it's a full coverage foundation. And I've already moisturized my face, and I am just going to just put a little bit of this. I just put like, I'm using this Real Techniques. This is the buffing brush, and it looks like this. And then I'm just gonna put one little pump, maybe two actually, since I'm not just going out and about. If I'm going out and about, I literally use like one pump of that because I like my skin to look like skin. But when I'm filming a video, I like it to look a little more flawless. So, or in the evening, like in the evening, it's good to use a little bit more foundation too. But just because it's darker at night, so you don't see all the details of your skin as much. So if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to blend this in, and I don't use a primer. I feel like primers I mean, unless there's a good one that you guys know, I never use primers because my skin, I feel like, is changing, and it just looks worse with more product. Like, the more product on my skin, the worst. So I literally just can't. I can't do it. I've tried. Unless there's like maybe a really nice moisturizing one or something like that, I just can't. I don't know. So primers, I mean, I do have a little bit more pores like showing up here on my face now, you know, now that I am, you know, in the 4th decade of my life. I don't know. I just really, really like my skin to look natural. I usually just try to get rid of a little bit of redness during the day. But you know, sometimes, I don't know, it just depends on how my skin is. If it's really dry, I'll put less on, and then if I feel like my skin's having a good moisturized skin day, I will put on a little bit more foundation because I feel like my skin doesn't look so textured then. Okay, so then I am going to go in with a concealer. So today I'm actually going to do a little bit of color correcting first with the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer, and this is just a sample, but this one is in the shade Creamy Beige. I actually like this. I feel like it is something, I'm glad I got it as a sample and something because it's really cheap. I think it's like drugstore price. I'll try and put it in if I remember like what the price of it is, but it is nice because I'll just go into the inner corners right here where I have a little bit of darkness, and I just put it on the shadowy parts, like in the inner eye area here and then in here. And then I take this brush that I've been really liking lately, kind of keep the concealer where it should stay, and it's called the Instapop Shade Brush, and it's by Real Techniques, and it's shaped like this. It has kind of like an angle to it right here, and it just like, you know, this angled area right there is really good to like just kind of pat in. Like I'll take the brush kind of backwards and I will just pat in right here the product, and then up in the corner here to kind of brighten, and then just kind of fill in that shadowy part there a little bit. And I mean, you're gonna always see like my skin is not, or my under eye is not gonna be perfect, because, you know, having like some dark circles and things is just kind of unavoidable at this point. So I try to just brighten it up as much as I can. So then usually during the day I'll just put that one product on because I really, really try to avoid like looking too cakey under there. And so, but for the video to brighten up a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and go in with that Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. And then I'm just going to put a touch of that on my finger. This stuff goes a long way. It's super creamy. It's great for dry skin. It has a lot of moisturizer in it. So if you're oily, I wouldn't put this in your under eye, but I'm super dry. And so I seriously take like this tiny little amount, and I'll just kind of like put it between my fingers like this. Then I kind of start on the outside to do, you know, a little bit of brightening, and then I'll go down underneath, and then I literally just pat this in with my fingers. Then I am going to finish up with brows, and then I will be back. All right, you guys, so I am back, and here I am with brows, and I've primed my lids a little bit, so we are all prepped and primed, ready for the eyeshadow. And then I forgot to mention that I'm also going to be using the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow eyeshadow. I'm going to use this one in Sea Siren. This one's gonna be really, I love this. I wore this the other day, and I hadn't worn it in a super long time, and I got so many compliments on my eyes for that, and I was just like, I'm so glad that I'm in my 4th decade of life and people still compliment me on wearing glitter. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing. But anyway, so that's the only other product I'm going to use besides the palette, the Blast from the Past palette. Okay, so first thing I'm going to go in with on this palette is this shade called Soft and Sweet. And it's just a really nice, creamy, peachy base shade, I feel like. I'm just going to go in with that all over my lid to kind of get rid of the tackiness so everything like blends nice and well. I'm just gonna kind of just be messy with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it shows up a little bit, but not very much. It's gonna be kind of a nice starter shade to kind of even out the eyelid here. Zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm doing. And I did this look the other day, and I really liked how it turned out. It was really fun because this is just a good little palette, and you can just throw it in your bag. It's really easy to take with you, travel with you if you have it. I'll try to put in the video later when I edit if this palette's still available. You probably can still buy it on this website called like, what's it called? Like Glam something. I can't remember what it's called, but you can get like what they do. It's like used makeup, but they sanitize it for you, and you can buy it there for like half the price, if not more. And I haven't bought from there yet, but I heard about it from somebody else here on YouTube, and I was like, ooh, that sounds like kind of a fun place to get like discounted makeup and maybe stuff that you can't get anymore, but I don't know. I will link that below. I know that I have that website somewhere like listed, and I get emails from them, but it's kind of cool. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Peanut Butter, and it's just kind of this nice warm like lighter brown shade. And this, by the way, is a Japanesque 835 brush. The Japanesque brushes are pretty nice. They're a little pokey at times, but they are a drugstore brush. But see, I just love how these shades blend. Like I literally just, this was so effortless. This is so effortless. I just put it on and it just blends away exactly where I want it to go. So this formula was awesome, I thought. And I'm so glad I found this palette because it is definitely a blast from the past. And I did wear this look during the day. I kind of do like color, and I'm not at a job where it's like super corporate right now, so I don't have to worry about really like my makeup being like over the top or anything like that. So, and then I am going to take a smaller brush. This is my Sigma E45 brush, and I'm going to go in with that into the shade Nuts About You, this shade right here. And that I'm going to go into a little bit further into the crease. And kind of this outer part of my eye, because I'm gonna kind of eventually create this like kind of halo-y look with that Sea Siren shade, that Stila shade, and then I'm gonna go in the inner corner with this too. I mean, these just like lay down, they're pigmented, it's just so quick. I've kind of rediscovered the Sigma brush because I don't use it very often, but it's like so perfect for getting into this like inner corner right here. I can just get in there and it doesn't like go everywhere. It's just a nice like specific area kind of brush. And then I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Nuts About You and peanut butter, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend up a little bit higher just because my crease disappears so much into, it just disappears into the folds of skin. It's sad and annoying, and I'm like starting to notice how much more it's starting to do it, but you know what? We're just gonna create the illusion that I have a crease up here, yeah? And then I'm gonna go in with Nuts About You and peanut butter, and I'm gonna take that on the lower lash line just a little bit. Then for the center of my eye, I'm going to go in with the fun purple shade. I'm going to go into the shade Jelly. And I guess it does kind of look like jelly. And I'm going to try it with this Lottie London brush. It doesn't have a number. It's just, I got it in an Ipsy. But I'm going to go in with this first. But that's not laying it down very well. So I'm going to actually just go in with my finger. I feel like this shade is actually, this is the one disappointing thing, is that there's so many more. This palette is older, so pigmented shades have gotten way better in recent years. So this is not nearly as pigmented as some of the purples that we have out there now. And once again, purples are hard to make because I guess it's just, I don't know, there's something about purple, it's hard to get them to be really pigmented and not patchy and all that. But this one's a shimmer, so I'm just putting that on the lid, and I'm just gonna kind of use that as the base here, because I am gonna go in, like I said, with that Magnificent Metal, that Stila Sea Siren shade. We're gonna add some fun glitter. And I'm just going to go in with this basic e.l.f. brush. I'm going to go into Extra Creamy, which is just that white shade. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone a little bit with that. And just for the sake to use one more shade, I'm going to go in with this Peanut Brittle shade right here. And it's just a shimmery warm. It's kind of like the same shade as Peanut Butter, but it's got a shimmer to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put that over the top of the inner corner here and kind of blend that purple in. I do feel like these are losing a little bit of their pigmentation, So they're not quite as pigmented as they probably were before this thing expired. And I think once again, there's like better shades out there now. Now I'm gonna go in with that Stila shade right here. And this is just this beautiful purple. Oh my gosh, here, I'll just swatch it for you. There. So that is what it looks like. See, I did it on the wrong side. I'm like, well, I can't turn my hand that way. So that's what it looks like. And it is just so beautiful. This formula, like when this came out, I mean, people went nuts. So I think people still go nuts over these. So I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to kind of dot it on. I'm going to put that all over the center of my eyelid. And these do dry down, and once they dry down, they do get kind of messy and glittery, so you want to make sure you lay them down where you want them to go, and then go in and kind of touch up. And I kind of want the glitter to kind of fade into the inner corner a little bit too, but I want the most impact on my lid. And then I'll go in with a little bit of a brush, kind of like tap it out a little bit with this Sigma brush just to kind of blend it a little bit better. All right, so then once I have that on, I'm gonna go in with this shade Bananas, which is this kind of gold shimmery shade, and I'm gonna go into the inner corner with that to kind of brighten. It's kind of a goldish, I don't know, it's not really showing up a lot, but I just thought to add something here and to use another one of the shades. I'm trying to use as many shades as I can in the palette. All right, so I'm gonna go in with lashes now, and I'm gonna go in with the Daisy. These are the Multi-Angle Technology Daisy lashes by Kiss. So they look like that, and they are kind of like this, you know, double, I don't know, they kind of are double, but they're kind of light. So then I'm gonna go in, gosh, that glue is probably dry now, and I'm gonna have to put more on. So now I'm gonna go in with my Voluminous Waterproof Mascara. This is my go-to, and I like to put, if I'm just wearing like mascara during the day, I'll go in with a waterproof, and then I'll put another shade that's not waterproof over top, because I feel like this leaves my curl in. Because my lashes are, I don't know, they go straight with regular mascara, so I always wear waterproof. And then I will go in with another mascara, and I'll show you my current one that I'm using right now that I go in over. And it really boosts my eyelashes up a lot. I mean, even just this waterproof one here, using this, I'll sometimes just go in with this if I'm in a rush. I'll let that kind of dry, but not till it's like fully dry. And then just a little bit. And then I go in, right now I'm using my Tarte Lights, Camera, and Lashes. And this is my favorite mascara. I think that's like a holiday bottle, or maybe it's not. Maybe that's the typical packaging, but I love the formula on this. And I found this combination together just like makes my lashes look so nice. I mean, I may not even need to go in with fake lashes, but I probably will just for the sake of this video. This formula, and I think I got this on sale. They go on sale for like 10 bucks, like half off. I think they're regularly like 20, and I got it for 10. So, such a good deal. I mean, I would go on the daily like this because I don't wear lashes to work and stuff. That's way too high maintenance. So I'll go in with just the lashes, and that's how it kind of looks, just with that. And then now let's see if my glue is dried. Let's see if this lash will even, let's see. All right, you guys, that was almost too much work for what it was worth. So I went in with those lashes, and the band is one of those bands that's super thin. So they like are very hard to place on the eyes. So I went ahead and went in with a little bit of liner and touched up underneath in the tight line with some black liner too, because it was looking like just a little weird. And I try to cover up the lash band. I don't know. If they don't look perfect, then they're just gonna just be not perfect in this video, so whatever. Anyways, moving on. So this is the full eye look right now. I thought these were kind of fun and fluttery and pretty lashes that to use, even though they're annoying and I probably won't use them again. I think I'm gonna throw them away after this. So goodbye crazy lashes, but they are very pretty. So maybe I just need to get a new pair. Maybe the band won't be as crazy then. So I'm gonna go ahead and now finish up the face and just add in some blush and some bronzer, get the skin looking better. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a couple Hourglass products here for my face. I'm gonna go in with the Ambient. This is the Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light, and it's that very lightish yellow. It looks kind of white, but it is a yellowish shade. And I love the way these look on the skin. They don't look cakey, and then they just will set my makeup. Oh, I just go in with a touch of that. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with a Radiant Bronze Light by Hourglass, and it's this shade right here. So I'm just gonna go in with this Flower Beauty brush. I don't know, I got this a while ago before all the craze of the Flower Beauty stuff with Drew Barrymore. And I need to just, you know, bronze up my forehead a little. This is kind of more of like maybe a contour type of brush, but I'm gonna use it for this. And just kind of get a nice, it's got this like almost reddish, sort of bronzy undertone to it. And then for blush, I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite blush shades here. That's drugstore. It's Milani Delizioso Pink. And I think I used this recently in another video, but I don't care. I love this. I love this. I'm gonna going in with my MAC. I think this is a MAC, yeah, 129. I've had this brush for so long. It's been through so much. It's getting a little frayed there. Maybe it was setting down weird, but whatever. It is. I've had this probably since college, which was, I don't know, 22 years ago. Oh my God, what? Seriously? I still have a brush from that long ago? Good for you, Mac. So I love this pink. It's just so, it's like just this delicate, flowery, pretty pink. It's like a, it's like looks so bright and terrible in the pan, but I swear when you put it on your skin, and this goes on everybody, I mean everybody's skin tone, I feel like. For highlight, I'm gonna go in with this is actually also a little bit of a blast from the past. This is the Alchemist holographic, which, man, the lights are bright. There we go, you can kind of see it. It's got that textured design. And Kat Von D always does her own designs, which is cool. And then this is the Alchemist holographic palette. And this middle one's kind of a purple shade, and it is called Ultraviolet Amethyst. And then I'm gonna also go in with the one below called Pink Opal. And you can't really tell that it's pinkish, but it is. And I'm gonna mix both of those shades together. This is the Morphe M501, and I'm just gonna tap into both and do a little highlight right here. I mean, yes, it is purple and pink, but I think it's really beautiful and pretty for this pinky purpley look. Ooh, I love that. I just think these shades are so much fun. Okay, and then now for lips. So I just wiped off my lips a little bit with these amazing on-the-go cleansing makeup remover facial towelettes by Ulta Beauty. And they have vitamin E and provitamin B5 in them. Gentle cleansing for sensitive skin, which I always try to get the ones for sensitive skin because I have sensitive skin. So annoying, but it's true. So these, I just like, if I have like a heavy lipstick on, I will just take one swipe and I swear that it just wipes it off. It is like amazing. So these are really good. I try not to use a lot of these though because it's very wasteful to use these kind of cloths. So I'll use them for like my makeup tutorials or like when I have heavy makeup on, but I haven't tried them for my foundation, but for lipstick, these are incredible. So anyways, I'm sure I will have it all linked below. So moving on, lipstick. I'm gonna go in with the Buxom It's so funny. I never was going to use these, and then I've just like used these so much actually, and I've had them for a couple years now, but it's time to get rid of them. And I'm actually going to be doing a video that's going to give these a run for their money soon. So it's going to be like a lip product kind of video, so you'll have to look out for that. But I'm going to use the Buxom lip gloss here. This is in the shade Celeste, and it is just a nice glittery, it has lots of reflective pearl in it. It's like a light pink. It will go good. It actually matches my sweater almost perfectly, I feel like. But it looks like that. It's the one right here. Oops, I just touched it. I don't know. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. That is what it looks like, and I'm just gonna go in straight with that on my lips. Lately I've been kind of getting into some more glosses, and this one is really pretty, and I didn't ever use these much, and then all of a sudden I just lately have loved these. I think these are some of the best gloss makers. Buxom. That is the finished look with my eyes and with the lip product. Anyways, you guys, I really hope you enjoy this video, and thank you so much again for watching. Don't forget to leave comments below for things that I asked you about. I always love to hear feedback, so please do that. Like, subscribe, blah, 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 and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.